the author's voice, too, reading from under the God of things. The recumbent beast, the functional aspect of the goddess. The goddess is civilization. The god of things is her phony, emasculated consort drone. Materialism, globalism, communism, capitalism, fascism, liberalism, feminism, all the jism the insatiable goddess requires to keep going. Civilization after civilization fell to barbarian invaders, men who came in the name of various sky gods, only to soften and rot in her cushioned embrace. Egypt, Sumer, Canaan, Hellas, Rome, China, India, these various cradles of civilization all opened their decadent arms and were easily taken by invaders, who eventually became soft, squabbling, greedy-eyed fruits to be plucked by the next invader, and so on. The civilization harnessed the masculine impulse to send her men around the world conquering spiritually intact tribes until now, where we sit at the end of time contemplating a queen of the world who openly seeks to usher in a vaginal age. One of the numerous hopes is the Islamist insurgency around the world, which is just plain pathetic. To think that the whipping boy culture that suffered 400 years of military humiliation against assorted European adventurers is now all that stands in the way of a global cunt ethos has brought prayers for the sweet meteor of death hurtling earthward. Having spent most of my reading over the past few decades trying to determine why the best men always seem to lose in the end, two types of gray-suited warriors who consistently inflicted 3-to-1 casualties and succumbed to barely competent enemies come to mind. Yes, they were outnumbered, but why are they always so cursed? How does Hannibal win every battle but one and lose the war? How does Nathan Bedford Forrest win every battle but one and lose the war? How do the Apaches win almost every battle for 300 plus years and succumb? How does the American of Aryan descent rise from slavery and cruel sissy's colonial plantation to become the victor in the greatest war in human history, only to become, within a generation, a quibbling, domesticated creature who refuses to take responsibility for defending his own person or that of his mate, and fawningly falls to worship the athleticism and sexuality of a dysfunctional race that lost every war it ever fought against his race? Where does such deep-seated defeatism spring from? I would submit that the embrace of the goddess is terminal. I see the epic mythology of the ancients involving the heroes Enkidu and Gilgamesh, Samson, Achilles, Odysseus, Themis, Roland, Beowulf, and Arthur, as establishment commission pro-civilization texts in which the poet inserted an anti-establishment, pro-barbarianism subtext, which has touched modern poets like Tolkien and Howard, two who have updated the mostly missed message, for so it is intended. Okay, whoever wrote that that's a bad person. Okay, I couldn't believe I was reading. This guy even used the C word. He just must be a British soccer hooligan who held a gun to the head of some Dorian Gray lookalike and made him write to the screen. Okay, so my name's on it, but yeah, I must have been possessed.